Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Foster and today I'm going to talk to you about taking product design at A level. I'm going to give you a bit of an overview about the course content, the projects that we'll be running, and hopefully come September we'll be back to a bit more normality and be able to do a lot more practical projects like we used to. The department is well resourced. We have 3 3D printers, 2 laser cutters, 2 workshops with all the kit in. At A level, you'll be given a lot more freedom to experiment with ideas and focus on more relevant projects relating to industry. First, I would start off with a few funny pictures of bad designs, as we often take products designed well for granted and don't really notice all the design features. It could be simple little things as going to the toilet or unobstructed views at a football match. Why take product design? It is one of the fastest growing subjects in the country and also one of the biggest growing industries in the UK. The country is crying out for more engineers and problem solvers. If you can't necessarily draw or it's not your strongest area, there are lots of other ways that you can present your ideas. What other subject are you going to be up out your seat and given all the freedom to experiment with ideas and make lots of mistakes and learn from them along the way? The class will be even smaller than a GCSE, so you can make bigger and better things and have more time on machinery. And my final point is that it offers some fantastic career paths for universities and even better apprenticeships. I thought this was a great table that came out on the BBC News recently. It points out the potential earnings from studying design and technology at degree level. Near the top is design technology, and it goes to show that the subject is not just about making a pencil case or a wooden box, which sometimes people often assume. The department has a proven track record of students going off to some fantastic careers, and on the next few slides I'll go through a few examples. So we've had students go to study all different types of trades within the building industry, and often many go off to do architecture. Students studying computer game and design, graphic design and animation. We've had students in the past go off to do apprenticeships for British Airways and car design for companies such as Jaguar, jewellery and fashion design, interior design, and each year we have lots of students go off to study engineering for apprenticeships and also degrees in subjects such as aerospace, automotive and civil engineering. Product design is often one of the most popular subjects as well, and all the students often go to study at some of the top universities around the country. So the course will be run over 2 years, with one internal exam at the end of year 12 and then 2 external exams in year 13. Year 12 will be mostly skills based, with lots of mini projects to build on what you've learned already and then catch up with what you may have missed during the pandemic. You will also have lots of time to develop portfolios for university. In year 13, it'll be more focused towards your final coursework project, which will be worth 50% of your total final grade. You will also have 2 exams in year 13, one linked to technical principles, and then the other one is manufacturing and design, all similar format to how it was at GCSE. The coursework in year 13 can be based on anything. You've got to find the problem and then research and then come up with ideas to try and solve what that problem is. The key thing is you've got to be open-minded and not be afraid to make mistakes. You've got to listen to feedback and what your client actually wants and understand the real issues. You don't get answers from just sitting in front of a computer screen. You've got to be open-minded. You'll then be asked to come up with a range of solutions to try and solve the issue that you've been researching. This could be presented through drawings, or it can be done in a number of other different ways, which I'll go through now. You'll then be expected to come up with a 3D drawing on the software available at school. This helps picture what the product may look like in a real life situation as it's drawn in 3D. I always use this as a great example of maybe a student who couldn't draw the best, and at the time I couldn't understand his idea, which was in the top right hand corner. So he'd come back to me with a 3D drawing on the computer and he brought the whole 3D drawing to life. And it helped a lot in terms of realizing what his product and what his ideas were actually worth for his project. He eventually made this and then done very well at the end of year 13. During the development stages, you'll then produce a range of models. You'll test lots of ideas, see if the sketches that you've done and developed will actually work in real life. You'll test moving parts, understand how things work with different materials and see which materials would work best in certain situations. This will then put you in a good line for when you make your final piece. So after the development, you'll then go on to make your final product. You've got to make sure it meets all the needs of what the client actually asked for. The final product is the thing that often makes students stand out when they go to interview at university. You get a lot more time to focus on your work at A-level. It can often be hard to build momentum at GCSE with just 2 lessons a week. As you can see, there's lots and lots of different projects going on. I really like the example at the top, where it was a student who designed all the mechanisms inside the table so the table would become larger for family events when they'd have more family round. We've got a wheelchair at the bottom, which made it more accessible for people when they want to go and explore the outdoors. We've got interior design projects. The student come up with their own fashion label as well and made their own skateboard. Students making go-karts and then making also their own computers. Architect type pieces where they design their own bridge. Even random things like a lawnmower. So as you can see, all the projects are very different and you take it to another level compared to at GCSE. All projects are expected to be well finished and solve a real problem in real life. You get to experiment with as many materials as you like, and what I would recommend for your final project is that you try and cater it towards what you want to do at university, so then you can take that on interview and discuss it with your lecturers. So if this course sounds like it's the right one for you, but you have more questions or you want to see more work, then message me, I'm Mr. Foster or Miss Turner, through Show My Homework, and then I can show you more work if you need more detail. But hopefully, if you've got a lot of these transferable skills, which is on the slide now, then this course is the right course for you to study next year.